Flyboarding like nothing you've ever seen before. The force of water at 1,000 gallons per minute strapped to your feet. Taking flight and launched over 50 feet in the air. Does that sound like something you can control? These professionals can, and they're here to prove it. This is the Flyboard World Cup Championship, next on CBS Sports Network.
Welcome to beautiful Naples, Florida for the 2016 Flyboard World Cup Championship. Now before we get to the main competition, the veteran finals had a great finish, which is a male-only category for those over the age of 40 or disabled. Now let's throw it up to the booth with Tom James, Jordan Wayman, and Stefan Dennis.
Superman spin, double back, triple! Oh, that's insane. I think we're gonna have the triple one more time.
There it is.
And that's a perfect landing, man.
Looks like Todd Sowish with a clean sweep, and he is the veterans champion. Mackenzie on the dock.
Todd, you got the clean sweep. You defended your World Cup title. How does it feel?
It feels great. I couldn't be more elated to win for 2 times in a row the World Cup. I'm grateful for Zapata Racing and Powerfly Products for sponsoring me, but most importantly, my family and my buddy, because without him, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So, thanks, Brandon.
Taking a look at the final veterans as Sowish defeats Samuels for the title.
What a great veterans final that was, and that's only the beginning of all the great competition we'll be seeing today. I'm Mackenzie Thurkill, and you may be asking yourself, what exactly is flyboarding? Well, we got the chance to catch up with the creator, Frankie Zapata, and here's what he had to say.
So my name is Frankie Zapata, and welcome to Flyboard. Feeling being a flyboard is you're like a bird, you're like a dolphin. It's the first time you strap your feet on a flyboard, you feel the really freedom.
Frankie Zapata is a genius because nobody thought about that sport. And I mean, here we are for the 5th year World Cup competing, and the level is just like incredible. And this year I feel competition is very fierce. And Frankie's behind us and making sure that we're flying safe.
He's definitely an innovator. He's pushing the boundaries to this technology and stuff, so he's definitely leading the game in the whole hydro sport industry.
These are 100% the best of the best are here today, and you're going to see it today with everybody flying.
You're just out there having fun, and then at the same time you have that little rush every time you execute a trick.
In the Flyboard family, the sports is more about like brothers and sisters flying high. We plan to fly everywhere, in every country.
Flyboard is all my passion for flying, jet ski, water, snowboard. It's everything you can dream in one product.
Now that you met the man, the myth, the legend behind Flyboard, our own Jordan took us through the exact equipment that the riders are using.
A flyboard is some rocket boots that you strap to your feet that help you propel through the air over the water. This is where your feet go. These are the jets. This is where the water comes out that helps us lift up. It doesn't matter if you have big feet, small feet, anyone that can stand on their own 2 feet can fly. But the power comes from the jet ski. We redirect the water of the jet ski into the elbow, and the elbow will then redirect the water into our fancy fire hose, and our fancy fire hose then connects to our board that helps you take off and fly. But keep in mind, when you try it, it's highly addictive.
Now I have something you have never seen before here in the United States, so don't go anywhere. You are not going to want to miss it. I'll have it for you later in the show, and after the break, we'll come right back to beautiful Naples, Florida. The Flyboard World Cup Championships are up next.
The Flyboard World Cup Championship presented by Zapata Racing on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Zapata Racing. By the Naples, Florida CVB, Florida's Paradise Coast. And by Pro Watercross, the official sanctioning league for watercross.
Welcome to Naples, Florida, the Paradise Coast. We are thrilled to be with you on CBS Sports Network, the 2016 Flyboard World Cup Championships, brought to you by Zapata Racing. We are here at Sugden Regional Park. I'm Tom James, alongside Flyboard expert Stefan Denise and competitor Jordan Wayment. We've got an incredible bracket, gentlemen, to look at with a lot of very talented guys. Let's take a look at the top seed, all the way up at the top of the bracket. Rippy could go all the way.
Yeah, Damon's been training really hard. He's been flying in China every day. I know he's been really looking forward to taking the championship, and he's been training a lot to do this.
Stefan down at the bottom, the number 2 seed, a guy who is on his game right now, Suksan Tongthai from Thailand.
One of the best riders in the world for the Kingdom of Thailand. 2 times world champion in 2013 in Doha and 2014 in Dubai. One of my favorites is like a cat. You're gonna see that.
Let's take a look at the rules. 32 pro contestants. Each gets a 2-minute run until the finals, where you get 4 minutes. Each judge will cover these categories: technicity, variety, showmanship, and energy. And disqualifications happen when your personal watercraft goes outside the perimeter. The first time it's a warning, the second time you're eliminated, or if your watercraft flips, you're disqualified. The first of 4 quarterfinal showdowns, in the top seed, Damon Rippey, ready to take on the 8th seed, Cooper Riggs. And here is Riggs taking flight. What can you tell me about this guy?
Well, I've seen him in the World Cup in Doha, Qatar, where I believe he placed second in that, right,
Exactly,
Stefan?
yeah. He finished 2nd and 3rd during the World Cup 2015 in Dubai.
Yeah, so he's a very, very good rider, very skilled.
Bing!
And a triple backflip right there, right off the bat for Riggs.
Look at that, really good level.
There it is again, the
Another
infinity
one.
flip. Oh, going back.
Riggs hits the water. How will the judges view the infinity flip? But then he hit the water. How will they look at that?
Yeah, he was trying to take it to the next step with a universal flip, and that's going back to the original first, like he did on the first flip, but he did hit the water pretty hard, so I think he will get some points stalked off of that.
Riggs has been at it for 3 years. Likes the competition, but just loves the craft. As he motions to the judges with a thumbs up.
You see, he's disappointed. You want to ride more.
He says, yeah, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I'm not done. I want to show you.
Yeah, that's one thing about this sport. When you start flying, you don't ever want to come down. It's very addicting.
Damon Rippey enters the zone and is ready for his qualifying run as he takes on Cooper Riggs, trying to better what Riggs just did.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think this competition is going to be Damon Rippey, and we'll just have to see what he does from here.
Look at that. Look at how fast he can go. He's one of the best riders in the world. Look at the double backflip. It looks like it's only one back. It's so fast.
Amazing double backflip and then the spin.
And always 100% control. Look at him.
Rippey has brought a lot of exposure to this sport. He was on America's Got Talent season 10, showing off the flyboard.
Yeah, that was really good. A big event for the flyboard. Help us get some exposure.
They called him the cute flyboarder.
Wow.
So fast, so close from the holes.
And there's the whistle. 10 seconds. He didn't miss much there. Let's take a look at what the judges have to say. And it looks like it's unanimous. Damon Rippey is moving on to the next round. That's right. And Mackenzie's got both competitors down on the dock.
All right, Damon, it was a unanimous vote across the board, and I know you're very familiar with these type of competitions. What's the key to pacing yourself throughout this tournament?
You know, I'm not too great at pacing myself. Get kind of out of breath, but you just try to do your best, you know? You just try to go up and rip it the best you can.
All right,
That's what I try to do.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Take a look at another quarterfinal matchup. Steve Palma, he's the 21st seed against the 29th seed, Hussein Ibrahim. The next quarterfinal, one of the faces of this sport, Hussein Ibadi from the Maldive Islands, known for the hair and the incredible tricks, guys.
Here we go with the Flyboard Rasta. One of the most coolest guy in the Flyboard family.
During the quarterfinals, he had a face-off with Sonny Bean. He got a rematch with him at the European Championships, where he beat Sonny Bean to be here in the semifinal or to the quarterfinals.
It was a big surprise, and he did it very well.
Hussein seeded number 29 coming into the competition. He is a fan favorite, no question about it. And there's a backflip.
Ooh, very nice combo put together right there.
And Hussein Abadi beckons to the bleachers. Steve Palma takes flight in his quarterfinal run. Can he outdo Hussein?
I believe he can. He had a lot of work to get here. The battle he had before he got to the quarterfinals, the judges had to do a lot of review on both of the battles because they were so close. He's such a competitive rider. That's one thing that really separates Steve from all the other from the competitors, is he's really fast and he keeps going and going and going and always throwing different combinations.
I think it's out of the zone now. You need to go back.
Hits the water, so it's very close to the zone. You got to be within those buoys. What are the judges going to say about that?
You know, if they start their trick outside of the buoys, and they'll deduct them some points, or if they land out of the course, they will also deduct points as well.
As we talked about, it's really not all about tricks with this. It's also about how clean they are in their competition. How clean do you think he has been so far?
You know, at the start of the run, he started really well, started clean, but once again, these rounds are so long, they get fatigued and start hitting the water a little bit.
For a berth in the semifinals, it's going to be Palma or Hussein. We'll see what the judges say. And here are the results. A couple for Steve. There's one for Hussein. Hussein and Steve to break the tie, and Steve Palma is the winner, and he is moving on. Mackenzie down on the dock.
Steve, you're moving on, but it was a really close call for the judges. But what was it like going up against your best friend? Because I saw Hussein cheering for you here on the dock.
Yeah, but you know, we train all the time together, and he's my brother, you know. It's difficult, you know, but yeah, he's the fly king, you know, from Maldives. Hussein Ibrahim.
All right, thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Coming up next, the other two quarterfinal matchups, and don't move. You're not going to believe a big surprise we have coming up. Naples, Florida, Sugden Regional Park. Let's take a look at the brackets. Two more quarterfinal matchups to come. Jeff Hewlett, the 19th seed, ready to take on Ashton Bukers. He is the 6th seed. And then a little later, it's the number 2 seed, Suksan Tongtai, taking on TJ Andrews, the number 10 seed. Our third quarterfinal matchup, Jeff Hewlett, the 19th seed, Ashton Bukers, the number 6 seed. We talked about Hussein was a former soccer player. Well, Hewlett, and here he goes with the spins and the Dolphin Dive. He's a former hockey player.
Yeah, from Canada. And one more time, this World Cup is totally crazy. It's a lot of fun doing the battle, because the next rider coming against him is Ashton Bukers, and they are all the time together. They are living together. They spend 1 year in China together performing. It's amazing.
truly international sport too. You see guys from all over the world.
Oh yeah, there is flyboard everywhere in the world, and we have more like 40 nationalities on the flyboard. Look at that dive, so high, a lot of energy. And one more time about this little remote. You think it's really small and just a trigger, but there is a lot of technology inside, especially for the safety of the rider. They can stay under the water, full power. Wow, he did a really cool run. I think a little bit too crazy. He lost a little bit the control, but that was good.
Here's the young man seated 6th in this competition, Ashton Bukers. A lot of talent with this guy.
From Canada also. Same shirt as Jeff, same team, same passion, same power.
You can tell Bukers is feeling it now. He is in his zone.
Yeah, you can see the board rotating back and forth really quick. He took out the springs in the board and it's fully independent, and so his feet swivel really, really fast.
Impressive run that time by Bukers. The quarterfinal fates of Hewlett and Bukers up to the judges. What do they have to say? It looks like Ashton Bukers is moving on, and Mackenzie is with the winner.
All right, Ashton, first off, congratulations on moving on.
Thanks.
But I want to know, I know you and Jeff live together, work together, and train together. So what is it like for you to see your best friend perform?
It's awesome. I couldn't be more stoked for the guy. Yeah, we live together, we train together, we fly together, and it's nice to do that here at the Worlds.
All right, well, thank you so much, and guys, back to you.
There you go, buddy.
The 10th seed, TJ Andrews, trying to pull off an upset against the number 2 seed, Suksan Tongthai from Thailand. TJ Andrews in the water, ready to go for his quarterfinal flight as he ascends.
Number 10 during the qualification.
Nice double backflip right out the gate. One thing to point out too is he's from Whitefish, Montana, so their season is about 3 months to train. So it's fun to watch him see how much he can do in those 3 months, and he's here competing at the World Cup.
He's gotten to the highest level. He's been doing this for 3 years, has Andrews, up against Tongthai, who's the 2nd seed. Going to be a tough go of it for Andrews. We'll see if he's up to the challenge.
Yeah, and it's not easy to think about the zone like this, because when you ride, you won't think about nothing. Just focus about your tricks. Wow.
TJ Andrews, he looks at the judges, he bows to the crowd.
Congratulations, man. That was really good.
One of the favorites, no doubt, coming into the World Cup, Suksan Tongthai. He is the 2nd seed. He has lots of belief in himself, and boy, he's got all the tricks in the book.
He's from the Kingdom of Thailand.
Wow.
Just a triple backflip to start.
Right off the bat, a triple. The man from Thailand, Tongthai.
He's like a cat. Look at him. He got the flyboard on his blood. Everything looks so easy when he's performing.
Yeah. And the Dolphin Dive with a little beckoning to the crowd once again.
We can watch him hours and hours. It's so beautiful.
Tongthai says to TJ Andrews.
Wow, that is a very, very technical move. He does a double backflip and then flies underneath the hose. It takes a lot of technique to pull off that trick, and he does it very, very well.
Could you imagine that?
One of the original flyers, been in this for 4 years. Again, loves that Superman and the triple backflip, which we've seen.
He's able to do the quad. He can do the quad and maybe the front flip. 1, 2, 3.
With ease.
Unbelievable for the 2-time world champion. So it's Andrews and Tongthai. We'll see who advances to the semifinals. The 4th and final entrant into the semifinals, Andrews or Tongthai, and it's Suksan Tongthai. He is into the final 4, and Mackenzie is with him.
You're going to the final 4. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, amazing. Yeah. Feel like, oh my God, I don't know how to say. It's amazing.
All right, thank you so much. Guys.
Coming up next, semifinal number 1, plus something you've never seen in the United States before. Welcome to Naples, Florida, the Paradise Coast. We are thrilled to be with you on CBS Sports Network, the 2016 Flyboard World Cup Championships, brought to you by Zapata Racing. We are here at Sugden Regional Park. I'm Tom James alongside Stefan Denise and Jordan Wayment, and we've got an incredible first semifinal coming up next. It's the top seed Rippy against Steve Palma. So here are the combatants. Rippy, the top seed. Palma, the upstart 21st seed. The semifinals underway. And Steve Palma, the first to go. He is the 21st seed in this competition, and he's made it all the way to the Final Four.
Yeah, we know he's a really good rider, but he did a bad qualification. Normally he's not 21 for sure. And one more time, you're going to compete against a really, really good friend of him.
He's one of the dark horses here, and we saw Palma knock off Hussein in the quarterfinals.
He started with a triple backflip, but he landed a little bit in the water.
Goes to the slalom right there.
Very nice combo with the spin Superman, but he throws the grab in there and then goes right into his next backflip.
Finished 8th, as we mentioned earlier, in Dubai last year in the World Cup.
Look at that. He did three double backflip in a row.
Judges are going to love that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's a lot of energy. You need a lot of power to do that.
Every day for 4 months, 8 hours a day. No wonder you're in the semifinals of the World Cup.
Imagine how many crashed for that.
Yeah, that's right. Little slalom action right there. Solid run from Steve Palma. What are the rules about staying within the buoys?
Yeah, so if you go out of bounds for the first time, the line judge will hold up a yellow flag just as your warning. If you go out of bounds again, they will hold up a red flag and it will be disqualification.
We've seen Palma, and now it's Rippy's turn to respond. The top seed in this entire World Cup competition. He's earned it. Two-time North American champion, looking for his first World Cup title.
Yeah, Damon is no stranger to being in the finals. He's been in the finals, I believe, almost every year. And so I think this may be his year to become the World Cup champion.
Rippy's got the tricks. The moves have been pretty clean so far. You talked about fatigue, and these guys all will feel it as we...
Oh, no. Ooh. So
that was...
And Rippy takes a hard tumble.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He didn't flip the ski.
Yeah, it doesn't flip the ski, so it won't be a disqualification, but it is a huge downer for his points and his score towards the end.
So Damon Rippy, all of a sudden,
I think it's fine,
tumbles to the water.
So since the jet ski didn't flip all the way over, the clock did not stop, and so the clock was continually running.
Take a look here at the replay.
So those big layout backflips, you can see how he was on the other side of the jet ski, just hooked underneath, tipping it enough over to get the jet out of the water, creating an air pocket, which made him drop down to the water.
We'll see what the judges have to say. Rippy or Palma? Who's going to the finals? The fate of the top seed, Damon Rippy, in the hands of the judges, and Steve Palma with an upset victory. The 21st seed is headed to the finals, and Mackenzie is with him.
Steve, you don't look too happy right now that you actually are headed to the finals. What's going through your head right now?
My head, I learned flyboard with Damon. This is I learned everything with him, I don't deserve to be here. He whirled the ski, this is the rule, but I don't know, I didn't see the ski completely whirling, so I'm going right now to the judge to understand a little more, I don't know. This sucks, he deserves, it's his World Cup, me, I'm not here for,
All right, thank you so much, Steve. Guys, back to you.
So it's Steve Palma with the big upset of Rippy, and he is into the finals. The second semifinal between Tong Tai and Bukers is coming up next. We'll be right back with the 2016 Flyboard World Cup Championship. The incredible beaches here in Naples, Florida. We're inside Sugden Regional Park. The brackets, the next semifinal matchup, Suksan Tongtai. He is the second seed, getting ready to take on Ashton Bukers. Here is Buker. He knows he's got to leave it all out there on the water if he wants a spot in that final.
Yeah, and one thing these competitors do is they watch their competition. So Ashton was really watching Suksan and seeing how flawless his run was, so that will leave him to do everything he can to have a higher score.
Buker, 22 years old, from Toronto, Ontario. A number of Canadian competitors in the competition.
He knows now he has to make a lot of beautiful tricks. Look, this is the second triple backflip. He's doing it really good, because Suksan probably going to try the quad, even the front flip.
Just 22, we said, but he was already a former professional water skier in Canada.
Yeah.
720 triple is his favorite move. Very clean so far. Good tricks. And the hose, the weight of that hose, especially when these flyers are feeling fatigue at this point in the day, how much does that weigh and how much does that affect them?
Yeah, not only the hose has a lot of weight, but the jet ski's pretty close to 1,000 pounds. So you're dragging around 1,000 pounds plus whatever weight is in the hose, and that's a lot of pressure going on your legs.
So the water is really heavy, 1 kilo per liter, and there is hundreds and hundreds of liters in this hose.
I know even just setting up and breaking down your equipment, carrying the hose is pretty heavy.
It's true.
Well, Bukers right now says he's ready for a great finish, and he wants a spot in the finals. He believes he can get there. A triple backflip.
This is the third one now. Really good run, really, really good run.
Ashton Bukers, tongue tie, ready to go.
As you can see there on the jet ski, there's a safety skin on top. And what that is, that provides two things. One, it protects, if the flyer ever does come in contact with the jet ski, that it'll be protected.
Oh.
Also, it helps the jet ski, so if it does flip, it helps it flip back over to its original state. Thread the needle. That's where he does a backflip and flies underneath the hose.
That guy is crazy. That trick is really, really dangerous, but he did it perfectly.
Is that one of the toughest moves that we'll see all day?
Oh yeah, for sure. But now Suksan need to control the hose, you know. This is competition, and we know that guy is always at the maximum. He flipped the ski before during the last competition. He can do the same as Damon repeated a few minutes ago.
How does it work with the board and the hose? Is it on a swivel or an attachment?
Of course, there is a swivel under the board and another swivel under the jet ski. So it's a double swivel, so the hose is totally free to twist and turn between the jet ski and the flyboard.
Very fluid motion. And oh, by the way, tongue tie, again, putting together what looks to be an incredible routine as he waves to the crowd and saying, hey, how am I doing so far?
He's talking about the quad now. I think he's gonna try 4 backflip in a row.
Here we go.
Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, and 4!
He did it!
That guy is amazing.
Bukers had a great routine. Will tongue ties be enough to defeat him? These guys got to be great athletes all the way around.
He's doing a lot of skateboard. You know, he's a professional skateboarder. He's doing a lot in Thailand.
Developed into a big hero over there.
You can tell he's fatigued. He's been taking a lot of time on his tricks, taking a couple of breathers.
He's pacing himself, which you have to do at this point. Look at that triple. Suksan Tongtai or Ashton Bukers. Who's headed to the finals? Boy, this is where you don't envy the judges. A tough decision right now. Who's it going to be, Bukers or Tongtai? And we've got Suksans all the way down the table. Suksan Tongtai has advanced to the finals to take on Palma. Mackenzie is with Bukers and Tongtai down on the dock.
Suksan, you hit the quad. First time we've seen it this whole entire tournament. What's going through your head when you did that?
Oh, I don't know how to say. Because it's not good English.
Oh, it's okay. All right, how are your nerves now going into the final? How are you feeling?
It's so excited. Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck in the finals. Guys, back to you.
So here's the matchup in the final. Steve Palma, the 21st seed, looking to pull off the upset against the number 2 seed and the favorite, Suksan Tongtai. It's coming up next, and don't move. You're going to see something incredibly special that's never been seen in America before. We're in Naples, Florida, inside Sugden Regional Park. A little bit earlier, the women's final was decided. It was Gemma Weston and Kristen Smoyer. Liftoff for Kristen Smoyer as the women's final is underway.
Oh, wow, there we go.
Wow, the triple backflip from Smoyer, really trying to impress these judges early. Smoyer been clean so far and impressive. Certainly a lot of
wow! Another triple backflip.
Yeah.
Her team call her the Destroyer.
Yeah. Smoyer the Destroyer is what they call her. That's awesome.
Kristen Smoyer is the champion in the women's division, defeating Gemma Weston. It's down to 2. Steve Palma, the 21st seed, ready to take on the 2nd seed, Suksan Tongtai. The 21st seed, Steve Palma, has made it all the way to the final round. Can he put together one more amazing showing here that will be enough for him to beat the favorite Tongtai?
Yeah, Steve's got to lay it all out there. He's got to perform every trick that he has up his sleeves because Suksan is a very, very tough competitor. Steve probably does have the ability to pull it off. We can see what he's going to do here.
Look at the slalom right there. Not a lot of people in their brackets probably had Steve Palma all the way to the finals, but here he is making the most of his opportunity.
Yeah, this could be one of the greatest upsets we've seen in the Flyboard history.
5th year of the Flyboard World Cup Championship. Spent 2 years in Qatar, then 2 years in Dubai, now in Naples. This is the first of 2 years here.
And maybe more.
Into the water goes Palma momentarily. Now the Dolphin Dive. And again.
Normally Steve can be better on the showmanship, but it looks like he's not really doing the show. He's more focused on his run. Superman spin back. It's a good combo, but one more time he's touching the water a little bit. Come on, Steve, go ahead.
What's a big finish here.
Yeah, really nice layout. That's really nice too.
Beautiful moves.
One thing, Steve.
4 backflip now.
He's got really good flow. He hasn't stopped, hasn't paused. He's been going through every one of his tricks, which I think is going to help him as best he can against Suksan.
Dolphin Dive. And a double backflip there from Steve Palma.
Now this is almost the end of the run. You're gonna start to be a little bit tired, so you really need to focus to keep the control. Not touching the water during the landing.
His final moments of his routine in the World Cup Finals. And there's the whistle as he waves to the crowd. Nice applause for Palma.
You know, watching his other runs that he did in the past, these runs, that was probably his best run, the best that he could do to go against Suksan.
We saw the triple.
I think he can do better, but I think he's still sad because what happened to Damon?
And potentially, again, fatigue. Been a long weekend.
Of course.
A lot of work that these guys have put in, and they're tired at this point.
Yeah, you can see on his backflip, he's still going off to the side just a little bit, where in the beginnings he was a lot tighter. And so, but you can just really tell that the fatigue plays a big role into the contest, especially in the finals.
The championship will be decided next between Pama and Tong Tai. We'll be right back with the 2016 Flyboard World Cup Championship.
The Flyboard World Cup Championship presented by Zapata Racing on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Zapata Racing. By the Naples, Florida CVB, Florida's Paradise Coast. And by Pro Watercross, the official sanctioning league for watercross.
We're back in Naples, Florida. Sugden Regional Park. This is the 2016 Flyboard World Cup Championships brought to you by Zapata Racing. The moment of truth. Palma and Tong Tai in the finals, and we're ready for our second flyer. It's Suksan Tong Tai.
It all comes down to this run to find out who the champion is.
No question about it, as he takes flight, ready to give the performance of his life, he hopes.
He's the world champion 2013, 2014, and now maybe world champion 2016.
Look at the 4 backflips, and now adding more to it.
The cat from Kingdom of Thailand.
Yes, sir. He always starts with an amazing group of tricks right off the bat.
An amazing smile on his face all the time.
Yeah, you can tell he spins so fast. He's an athlete, and he does it all the time. You can tell because he's a very, very strong rider, spins very fast, flips fast.
And you can see the position of the shoulder. He's really relaxed.
The first year we saw him in Qatar, we thought it was really scary. You know, he used to be way out of control, throwing the hose everywhere, but now you can see through time he's become flawless.
He's really professional now.
He's worked so hard at his craft.
And he got the experience of the World Cup. Wow, look at the triple. You can see he's turning really fast because the loop of the hose are really tight.
4 years into this sport is Suksan Tong Tai, and he is clearly one of the best in the world, trying to become the first-time, 3-time World Cup champion. And he is looking strong so far.
Yeah, still landing his triples way out of the water is awesome.
Takes so much strength to be able to do that.
He told me before the competition he can do the front flip. I don't know if he's going to try now. Maybe the front?
I think he's setting up for something big.
Look, 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 look. Open your eyes.
Oh, there's the underflip, doing a backflip, flying underneath the hose.
Loving every minute of it is the crowd.
He's playing like it's a training for him. It's just the final of the World Cup.
It's incredible how easy he makes this look.
Oh, it's an amazing champion.
Steve Palma has already done his routine. He can only watch now. But Suksan Tong Tai not letting up one bit. He's making the most of every second of this final routine.
Yeah, he traveled a long way to come here to perform, so he's going to take every second he can to show the world his tricks.
As he motions to the jet ski, he's having fun up there. There's no other competitor like Tong Tai.
Oh, the quad. Maybe the spin dolphin now?
That's right. We've seen about everything else.
I believe he does have tape wrapped around the tops of his boots, because when you do your spin dolphins, it's a lot of pressure on your boots, and sometimes they can come loose, and that's something you do not want to have when you're up there flying that high.
Wow, beautiful spin with a Superman. Really hard to break, not touching the water at the end, but he did that.
Not a second wasted. Every move is just to precision. Incredible stuff from Suksan Tongtai, the second seed. Will he be the 2016 World Cup champion? It's up to the judges as we take a look at the highlights, and there were many of them.
You can see this is at the beginning of his run, just starting out with a lot of energy, with lots of backflips, back to back, keeps going. As you can see there, he does a spin Superman to a double. It's not an easy trick, and he makes it look easy.
He really does. That's what's so incredible about his style.
He looks like a video game.
Yeah.
Come on.
Always with a smile on his face.
There's that underflip, that big underflip flying underneath the hose.
Supremely confident.
He's really young, but he's going to become a legend in the flyboard.
You can feel it. Wow. Was that the routine that will make Tongtai a champion again? We are about to find out. We have reached the moment of truth. Let's hear it from the judges. Who is the champion? It's Suksan Tongtai. He is the 2016 Flyboard World Cup champion, and he is with Mackenzie.
Suksan, you just won your third World Cup. How does it feel?
Furious, like amazing again. And then I have one thing to say to Zapata Racing about for the support. Thank you, Kistel, Frankie, and Zapata Racing.
Now, Steve, I also want to talk to you. You placed second, and last year you placed 8th. So how happy are you with your placement today?
I'm very happy. I'm more happy to see Damon with me on the podium next to me. That's the best I could ever dream, you know. So thank you so much. Thank you one more time, Zapata Racing, and all the crew at Crystal and Frankie to organizing such a nice events here in the United States. And can't wait for the next one. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys, and congratulations to you both. Guys, back to you.
And a final look at the bracket. Great sportsmanship from those two guys. Steve Palma finishes second, but the 2016 Flyboard World Cup champion from Thailand is Suksan Tongtai. This is what you've been waiting for, guys. Mackenzie on the dock has more.
Thanks, guys. We've been talking about this all broadcast long. And finally, for the first time in the United States, the Flyboard Air.
Now is the time, so I'm so proud to be here and to demonstrate the potential of the Flyboard Air.
But there will be no problem for Frankie.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the 2016 Flyboard World Cup Championship. On behalf of Mackenzie Thurkill, Stefan Denise, Jordan Wayman, and our entire crew, I'm Tom James, signing off from Naples, Florida, and Sugden Regional Park.